Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shani. If you're new here, welcome. And to my regular watchers, I love you. On the menu today, let's make this delicious oven roasted fish with veggies on the side. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. Let's get started. Alright, so here I have two beautiful snappers. I'm just going to go ahead and clean up, wash. I've already started taking off some excess scale and things like that. You want to go ahead and clean up your fish when you come back from the fish market, because sometimes they leave little scales on. So go ahead and wash with, I added some salt and some lemon, but you can use lime, some vinegar, anything acidic to go ahead and wash your fish. So now let's go ahead and get this all seasoned up nicely. Alright, so you want to go ahead and just pat dry the fish nicely so that your seasoning will stick on it and get off that excess water. So just go ahead and pat them both on the inside and the outside nicely. So here I have my beautiful fish. So let's get on with the rest of the ingredients. I have some okra and I have my carrots, my mixed peppers. I have a chayote, some peppers and some scallion. And then I also have my bok choy. This is optional. Here I have my ginger and my garlic that I grated up nicely. And then I have a few spices, some oregano, some lemon pepper, a little bit of salt, some smoked paprika. But you can use any seasoning that you like. I also have some Old Bay seasoning. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just score the fish. That way the seasoning gets into the flesh of the fish and it just tastes so much more delicious. So go ahead and score it on both of the sides. So here I'm also going to be using some ghee. So I'm just melted up some ghee. You can use butter or olive oil, whatever you have. And I'll just go ahead and pour that in and just mix it up with the seasoning and get it onto the fish. This just helps for easier rubbing onto the fish. So I'll just go ahead and pour that on and I'll save some for later. We're going to go ahead and add that to the rest of the veggies as we're steaming them, because we also want those to be delicious. So go ahead and get your seasoning into those slits as well. That's why we made them. And also remember to season inside of the fish, because I eat down to the bone and you want it to be flavorful, right? So go ahead and get that seasoned up nicely. If you have the time, you can go ahead and let your fish marinate for about 30 minutes or so. But seafood does not take long to get seasoned, so don't worry. So this is the leftover seasoning that I'm just going to set aside. So here I have a tray with a rack on it that I've lined with some foil, and I'll just go ahead and place that into the oven. Alright, so I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees and this will bake for about 45 minutes. Alright, so here are my veggies. So these are my okra. They've been frozen, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave them whole and just remove the top. You can chop them up if you like. Next, I'll just go ahead and chop up my carrot. I've already washed it and scraped off the outer skin part. And then this is my best handy dandy tool for carrots or vegetables. It just makes them look so pretty. So I'll just go ahead and just chop those up. And then my next vegetable is going to be my chayote. I've just been into this vegetable lately. So I'm just going to quickly peel this down. And if you haven't tried this vegetable before, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a cross between a pear and an apple if they were unsweetened. It's just I don't know, fresh tasting, but go ahead and give it a try if you can find it in your supermarket and you enjoy it just like any other vegetable. So I just go ahead and peel it down and just make a couple of slices and then set it aside. And then we're going to go ahead and fry off the veggies now. Alright, so into a pot, you're going to go ahead and add some more ghee if you're using ghee. If not, use whatever oil that you're using. Go ahead and add in your onion and your garlic. And I just took my eyes off my garlic for a second and it went too far. So go ahead now and add in your onions and then your chayote if you're using it, or just go ahead and add in each vegetable after you're satisfied with the texture of the last one. So I've added in the vegetable that's harder, that takes longer to cook. So here is the remainder of the seasoning that I have. I'm going to go ahead and add that in as well. I'm just adding a little bit of water to the container and pouring that in. And I may not need any more water because the vegetables are going to give off their own water. So I'll just cover that up for about 2 to 3 minutes. So after the 2 to 3 minutes, you see we got some nice water, especially from the chayote or chocho. So now I'll go in there and add in my bok choy. If you haven't tried bok choy, go ahead and do it. It's such a delicious vegetable. If you had some cabbage, you can add some cabbage here as well. Now I'll just go ahead and add in my okras as well. And these just need a few minutes, nothing long to cook. My scallion and then my 2 hot peppers. I'll cover this up for about 3 minutes, and that should be good enough to get these vegetables nice and soft. So here we are. This is perfect. I don't want these to go any further. This is good. They still have their crunch, and the carrots are cooked to perfection. So let's go ahead and serve this up. Alright, so here's the fish out of the oven, done to perfection. So I've gone ahead and served it up on a nice tray, and you can go ahead and eat this with rice or whatever you like, but I'm fine with just the veggies. So thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you like the recipe and that you'll give it a try. Bye now.